Good morning. It's Wednesday, October 30th, and I'm reading in Peter today, 2 Peter, chapter 3. And the first part is him trying to remind us not to forget all the great things God has done and can do, but also that he flooded the earth at one time and he can do it again, and he can do whatever he wants. And so it's kind of like, remember how awesome God is. Don't forget who we are dealing with here, the creator, the maker, and he can be the destroyer if he wants to. And then he goes into a interesting situation, but it's very important because he says, but beloved, in verse 8, chapter 3, but beloved, do not forget this one thing, which means this is important, that with the Lord, one day is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some count slackness, but is long suffering towards us, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. So today, everything that we do is like it's put into 1,000 years. Are your works going to last? Are they something that God is going to see and say, well, I'm glad I waited that long for that person because that person's going to make it? You wouldn't throw away 1,000 years if you had it. You know, when people are dying, they say, just a little bit longer. I want to do a few more things. I want to say a few more things. I want to forgive and forget and say I'm sorry, and I want to do all these things. In the last few minutes of their life, sometimes people start thinking of their regrets. Well, think of today that will affect the next 1,000 years of life. What are you going to do that's going to make a difference today? That's going to change someone's heart? That's going to maybe even save a life, or write something that's going to last forever, or even just for 1,000 years. How can you contribute to God for this 1,000 years from now until tomorrow? How can you make it more pleasing to God so he doesn't have to be suffering and waiting for us? Because that's what he's doing. He's waiting, and he's trying to give us every single last chance he can. Many people have seen destruction lately in natural tragedies, and those are warnings to us that it can happen to us too. It can happen to anyone, any kind of tragedy. But God is waiting. He's waiting. He's giving you another 1,000 years today. So if you can wrap your head around that, try to think about it, and you have a great day or a great 1,000 years. God bless you.